name's Andrew Maxwell. I'm Managing Director of Tante Culinary Academy, which is the UK's longest established independent cookery school. I joined the business in 2006 as Deputy Principal of the Academy, and then quite quickly, actually, in 2007, we identified an opportunity to acquire the business. I wrote a business plan, and in spring 2008, we bought the business, and it was a very exciting time for us. I had 8 other business partners, 8 other shareholders, a fairly disparate group. One of them was a barrister, one of them had our own events catering business, one of them was Gordon Ramsay, one of them was a private equity guy, had other family members involved in it, I ran Tante then until spring 2019, when we eventually exited. I joined Tab because it became clear, we got to the stage of the business where the shareholders weren't involved in the day-to-day operation of the business. We had a good board of directors. There were 4 directors in total, of whom I was one, but they gave very good strategic direction. But one thing I didn't have was input on and support on the day-to-day operational challenges that I faced in running the business. So I think the area where Tab became really invaluable for me was being able to sit down on a regular basis with a group of people who were also running businesses, not necessarily businesses that were in the same field as what we do, but businesses of a similar scale, people who were facing the same day-to-day challenges, and also people who, similar to me, just really needed to be able to sit down around a table every now and again and say, crikey, scratching my head here a little bit, I've got this situation that I need some support on. What do you guys do? What do you think? So the support I got from Tab, the value I got from Tab really was input from like-minded peers. I suppose that the specific challenge that Tab helped me overcome, there were many things. I've got a huge long list of tips and snippets of information and bits of advice that I've picked up, not just actually from the other members of my board, but also from my Tab facilitator, Leslie, who really was a wealth of knowledge and guidance and inspiration and support. But ultimately, in spring 2019, we sold the academy, and the period building up to that was an incredibly intense time. We sold the academy to one of the other shareholders, actually, one of the other previous shareholders, Gordon Ramsay, the process building up to that was a real challenge, actually, and it was a challenge for me as a shareholder. It's a challenge for all of us as shareholders, but also for the board on a technical level, and I got an enormous amount of guidance from Leslie and support and guidance from my peers on the Tab board as well. If there's one bit of advice I've got for any business owner who's looking to join Tab, on a day-to-day operational level, the best thing I can say is make time for it, because it's if there's one thing that I saw that was common for all of my peers, they were all just insanely busy, and we found so many times there were situations where people just said, I haven't got the bandwidth for this at the moment, or I can't turn my attention to that. And quite often it was, I haven't got the bandwidth to think about Tab. Whereas in reality, giving time to Tab was an investment in generating the bandwidth required. The lesson I learned more than anything else was that by taking a step back from my business, from the day-to-day operation, and attending the Tab board meetings and preparing for them, and using the online the portal, and investing in time with the facilitator as well, actually that gave me clarity in thinking, and that's what Tab's all about.